We're down here in Colombia. We're in Medellin, Colombia with Micah. Micah just came down from the States. He's 3 months into a 6-month trip. And this is his pit stop because he's been doing durability testing for his panniers and the rest of the crash stuff. Also turns out picking up the bike is a problem for him. So we've been working on a solution for that. Came up with a hydraulic jack. But in the process, if you take a look here, you'll notice that from the top, his bag is no longer square. We've already squared out the other one. We're twisted here on the rack and we're twisted on the inside here of the box. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do here is just, I'm going to put pressure on this outside wall so I don't tweak it because this is a small point of contact. That's a lot of pressure going in one spot. And this jack does not work when it's on its side. This also means that when we put pressure down, the distortion on that other sidewall will get pressed down against the asphalt, and that will hopefully help straighten out the outer walls as well. So I'm going to find a point of contact on the inside of the box that matches up. If you look up here, it matches up with the contact points of his outer rack. That way I'm not pushing out directly on the aluminum itself. And if I don't hit these points, I'm going to try to use this reinforcement point here, or this bar on the backside they use to give some support to the bag, and I'm going to press up against that bar there. So those are the only points I'm going to try to make contact. I'm going to start with the largest deformation of the bag, which is back here, and then from there we'll work to try to make things square. Now I do offer a service. I'll fly to Colombia for any adventure traveler who would like to have a pit team here to meet up with them to try to square the bag. You'll see we're already pulling the edge out of here, but as soon as I release this, it's going to come back down to deformed shape, just not as much. So I'm going to have to repeat this several times. Then also you'll see I'm kind of off center on this other side too, so we may have to use some skewing adjustment as well. Pushing just a little farther out here, I've got a little bit of an angle. That's going to help try to square the box just slightly. So I'm not just pushing apart, I'm also trying to skew it slightly left and right. This is going to be a problem here. I'd have to have a pretty good chunk of wood here, and we could push this one out as well. All right, so come down here, you can see what I'm looking at. What I'm trying to do here is just put the jack right here with that foot, or use that spot as a, see if I can work around the camera so I'm not making things difficult here. Now all I have to do is make sure I don't actually damage the tool. So I think he needs the tool more than he needs square rock. Now here at the bottom. So everything's square here. This edge here still has a little bow, but we need a large block to use a hydraulic on that. And we just use the ball peen to take each of these seams back in, put it against the ground, hammer that out. So this is flat, got a couple dimples up here. So at this point, I think we're about as good as we're gonna get. And then also, we did straighten out the rack here, which means everything lines up. And Micah said he never thought it would look like that again. Now that we have a hammer, I'm going to clean up the other pannier, make it perfect, and then we're off to find a welder.